Let me comment for a second on startups in Michigan. I believe it's fair to say that it's tough doing non-automotive startups in Michigan. Why? A number of reasons. One is it's hard to pull together the management team. There just isn't enough entrepreneurs around who've had experience in startups. Even more difficult, it's very difficult to recruit people to move into Michigan, even a town like Ann Arbor. And the reason for that is, first of all, we have this image outside that this is the Rust Belt. And also there's this fear that, there's a there's a 9 in 10 probability that the company's going to fold if it's a startup, and if that company folds, they'll have to move their family again because, again, there's not enough startups in the area. Even within the area, certainly there are a lot of employees, but I think the culture tends to be a little more risk adverse, again, that making it difficult for those people to leave the larger companies and join startups. And there's also the problem, and I think, again, it's true particularly for the large VCs. Most of the large money is on the East and West Coast. A lot of the VCs prefer to have the companies in their backyard so they can watch it. And again, they're hesitant to move it to the middle of the country. So there are some clear barriers that we just have to acknowledge and deal with, basically. Like Steve said, it was a rough time. It was a good time and the bad. Raising $200 million was fun, and then the bubble burst. And as much as, and this is sort of a picture of sort of what the stock market prices of a lot of the telecom companies went like. But when the bubble burst, people sort of sat there and said, it's got to be temporary. This is a good time to buy things. And then came along 2001 and 2002, and it really felt like a nuclear winter. There was just nothing in sight. I think the good news is that after 2006, 2007, it's almost starting to return to pre-1999 level. But it certainly has been a very tough time, and I think one of the real things that I learned from that is that because we had a clear sustainable advantage of the technology and we had very good deep pockets around us, we were able to survive. That Xterra is still a viable company. It has about 56 employees, continues to sell in both the U.S. and Europe, among other countries.